son that you were talking about.
Yeah.
The world we live in nowadays, would somebody who I pay professional fees to do something for me, would that fall under the category of ihsan?
Yeah.
It would. So, for example, I go into the hospital for surgery. I am paying the doctor. He's a professional. He's an experienced surgeon. Something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And as a consequence, I suffer. The world today calls it professional negligence.
Yes.
Where as a professional, he should not have done this.
Yeah.
And the world today goes on suing them and getting charges from them and all that.
Yeah.
Would that be allowed according to Sharia?
There is a discussion about whether doctors are dhamin or not. I think, of course, we should ask our maraji, but based on the, yes, like an academic discussion, not fatwa, because fatwa has to come from authority. It's a matter of whether that person was careless or not. For example, someone was not a qualified doctor and said, I am a qualified doctor. He's Zaman. Or he was qualified doctor, but he didn't read my file, He was supposed to fix, for example, my kidney. He did operation on my heart. Recently we had a case that one of ulama, they removed his kidney without need, a great alim. So, here he is responsible. But, if he is qualified, he has done everything properly, but the operation didn't work. In my understanding, I cannot, sue him. And normally what they do, they also get consent from you that if we are going to do this, if you are not happy, you don't agree. If you're happy, then they are not responsible. So I think it's a matter of whether that person was really muhsin or he was just trying to take money and didn't bother about my health. This is, I think, the core issue. Ahsant. Actually, a few days ago, I had another class. And someone said, for example, some doctors, maybe they do surgery on eyes and, your eye is, now damaged. Shouldn't we say, al-aynu bil-ayn? Eye for eye. I said, if we do this, then in the Muslim community, no doctor remains, with eye and hand and kidney. And so certainly Islam doesn't want us, to lose our doctors. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. With the concept of a baligh person,
yes,
there are obviously discussions about when a child becomes baligh. There's some discussions about whether they can differentiate between right and wrong, and certain acts become wajib.
Mumayyiz.
Exactly, mumayyiz, exactly. So, in this concept, in this maxim, if a child, for example, the example you gave, it has the ability to steal a car, but let's say as a boy he's not reached the age of 12 or 15, whatever accepted age you use for bulugh, how does that apply to this ruling?
So he's responsible. So he has not committed a sin because he's not.
Even if he's able to differentiate between right and wrong.
Till they become baligh, it's not a sin. Okay? Because they are not still responsible for their actions. But it doesn't mean that it would not have financial consequences. So as a child is innocent in the sense that he is not going to be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But because he has done something wrong, it should be paid from his property.
So then why
if he doesn't have property, when he grows up, he has to pay it.
So then why in some acts where if he is mumayyiz, he is considered to be sinful if he was to do certain acts.
No, mumayyiz is not sinful. Just when it's mumayyiz, you have to be careful. If a child who is not baligh but understands, women and men, this type of differences, then you should observe hijab in front of that child. Child is not responsible. If it is, 7 years old boy, 8 years old boy, maybe understands, marriage and this type of thing at least, So you have to cover yourself. But we don't say to the child, don't look at this, because child doesn't have responsibility. We may say, but this is just moral. We cannot say this is sin.
I have a very related question to
Yes.
the recently Sheikh Mustafa had asked about the doctor. What about if it is someone who we trust and is the teacher or murabbi at the nursery or school, and the child gets hurt?
In which way?
In which way? For example, that the building is not okay, or for example, a knife is out there. Not that another child has hurt another one, but there is some circumstance that the child gets hurt. Is the teacher then coming into the category of being trusted?
If there was something which was hidden from you, or something that they were careless, yes. But if you saw the building and the facilities that they have, then you have accepted they are not responsible. For example, you have brought your car to me to fix it, and you have seen my garage. My garage doesn't have, for example, roof. Okay, then you say, why this bird, made, my car dirty, and, the color is no longer good. You saw my garage, I don't have roof. Okay, so you saw my Montessori, I don't have perfect, facilities. But I don't expect you to leave knife there, because that's different. So sometimes it's a matter of carelessness, sometimes a matter of not having perfect facilities, and you were aware of that. But if they give you, brochure that we would have, always someone expert, supervising your children, for every child we have a caretaker, and they don't provide you with this, then they are responsible. Thank you for questions. These questions are very good and helpful.
More questions from the sister side.
Let's hear.
Assalamu
Alaikum salam.
In the book, question number 5 fascinates me. So I collected combs and got the pot of money to deliver it, and I'm robbed on the way.
Very good question.
Who is liable for it?
Very good question. Someone is going to meet your marja or vakil of your marja. You say, please take my homes to that marja or vakil. If that person has vikala from marja and you give money to him, your zamma is free now. And that person also is amin, so no problem. If money is get lost, no problem. But if you have given to him and he is not wakil, because he is amin, he has no problem, you have to pay khums again. Because has not reached marja or wakil. So, if it's taken by marja or someone who has vikala, that's enough. Otherwise, you remain
But the khums amount will not be the same.
Pardon?
The khums amount cannot be the same. If you're given £10,000
Okay.
and it's been lost, obviously your estate or it's different.
No, because it is from the previous year, so you have to pay it. So you owed £10,000 and you have to pay it. Or you put, for example, you transfer money and it has not arrived there. You cannot say, I transferred it. You have to make sure that it arrives there. People, for example, sometimes gives us homes by PayPal. PayPal charges something, so it doesn't reach us in full amount. So if you want to pay £100, don't send £100 with PayPal, because PayPal takes about 3-4% sometimes, you know. So what we do sometimes is we ourselves add to the money from other sources, but you have to be careful, you know, that what is important, this amount should arrive in the hand of marja or wakil, not that you send it. Yes.
And I will end with one last question. Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
You mentioned about working towards making the Jafri madhab a universal one.
Universally recognized.
Universal in the Muslim world. Is there any specific discourse or strategic roadmap that scholars like yourself have defined to get to that stage? Or are there any measurable sort of steps that we can take to help with that journey to make it possible?
Alhamdulillah, this type of approach, little by little, is emerging. But unfortunately, still our people have not agreed on this, let alone working for it. So maybe few individuals are working, few institutions, but our community as a whole has not adopted this as its strategic policy. We, unfortunately, I'm not saying we, I mean everyone, but many of us have tried hard to prove that we are right and they are wrong. They have also maybe tried the same, to prove that they are right, we are wrong. I say, let's leave this aside for academics or whatever. Let's recognize each other as true Muslims. I don't say you follow my mazhab and I follow your mazhab, but I accept you as a proper Muslim. I say your fiqh is Islamic fiqh, not that it's the best for me. You say my fiqh is Islamic, not the best for you. Okay, let's agree on this. Why we need to fight each other? I respect you as a full Muslim. I say you are muttaqi if you follow your mazhab. And you also should think that I am muttaqi if I follow my mazhab. I don't say we dilute, we compromise, we say there is no difference, you can choose whatever you like. No, between you and Allah, you choose whatever you think is the best. But even if I don't accept your mazhab as the best, but I accept you as true Muslim if you follow your mazhab. You are muttaqi. I am proud of you if you practice your mazhab. And you do the same. This is not difficult. But if you want to prove they are wrong, we are right, and they want to, this gets nowhere. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
That brings us to